morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. I'm heading to Charlotte Motor Speedway. I get to spend some time with Jim Farley, CEO of Ford. Jim and I have been at Ford about the same amount of time, so we've worked together quite a bit. And today is a very special day because this is the first time Jim will be able to experience the Mustang Mach-E 1400 that we collaborated with Ford Performance to build. It's a very special day for RTR. 4 years ago, I met with Jim at the Woodward Dream Cruise, and we just chatted about electrification, the fact that both of us thought that, there's a potential for electrification to be very fun. It's just never been shown in a fun, exciting way. And we brainstormed a bit about what, a special vehicle could be, which ultimately has become the Mustang Mach-E 1400. So I'm really excited for him to feel and see a lot of the things that we talked about in that meeting, plus all the things that have evolved in the past 4 years to make that car reality. I know a lot of you are still very skeptical on electric, but here I am sitting behind the wheel of the RTRX, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm so excited about the opportunity and options for electrified vehicles. I don't think we'll ever fully replace internal combustion, but I think as an alternative option, I think it's a great idea. Well, I shouldn't say we'll never fully replace. I can't see in the future, but I do know that Ford is still going to have internal combustion options for quite a while as they offer electric options. So there's going to be a really exciting day, and I just can't. I can't wait to see his face once he experiences this wild, wild machine that we built. So let's get it. Yeah, clean her up, Cren Dog. Woo! Look at that Series 1 RTR. What's up, dog? Yeah, baby. All right, made it to Charlotte Motor Speedway. An eventless cruise. This thing is so good to drive. Yesterday was actually the first day in 10 years since I've had this car. And I opened my front door and it was sitting in my driveway. 10 years, because it's just been everywhere. So now I get to enjoy it a little bit.
Well, we got to back up just a little bit, Chuck.
Okay.
That was good.
That was really good.
All right. Ooh, it smells like tires.
And brakes.
Oh, brakes. You're right. Yeah, it's brakes.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Ron. That was a real treat,
dude.
That's like 2 years in the making.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Talked about it 4 years ago. 2 years to build it, and here we are.
That's
well
awesome.
done. You're a damn driver, man. I've watched you.
That was fun.
He went way deeper in everything than I thought he would.
Okay.
I put a slight oversteer bounce in it, which you felt in that one chicane.
Yeah.
I kept doing the same thing, but I figured you'd rather oversteer than under.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I put a little tick over in there for you.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, man. You're welcome, Jim.
That was, as you said, kind of a life-changing experience.
Right?
I really didn't know what to expect, and it's being in race cars with the big V8, like you are. I didn't. It's actually a more honest experience. It's a more honest experience because I don't hear the engine. The engine's really not distracting you, so you can hear the tires more.
You hear a lot of new things.
Yes, exactly. That's what surprised me.
And it's not quiet.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
not at
like
all.
you hear the motors, just different.
Yeah.
Like you still have a sense of speed with RPM.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's just just a different visceral.
It is.
Than we're all used to. It's not bad. it's still, I feel it's still as exciting, and I love the sound of an exhaust note.
Me too. Yeah, that was really. I gotta process it actually.
Believe me, my mind was blown too.
I'm kind of like.
What just happened? What just happened?
That's
yeah, now what? Yeah.
That's good.
It still works.
It's okay? Yeah.
It does. So, easiest way is to put your butt out first.
Yep.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Thank you, Jim.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Dude, that was sick.
Changed my life.
That was sick.
Changed my life.
Just real quick, if I can get you on video with your experience. So.
Thank you.
All right, just real quick, what do you think of the drive?
We were just talking about it, and I'm kind of processing what just happened. It was so a bit overwhelming in terms of the performance, and as a driver, the input you're getting is so different that I felt like I wasn't listening enough. It was amazing, to see Vaughn's ingenuity and his vision for this product. And now driving it, I was at Jay Leno's garage showing it, but to drive it, I am just so impressed with him and thankful he's part of the Ford team.
Jim is a wheel man. A real wheel man.
Yeah, that was cool. Thank you so much.
Okay,
There's a couple moments I was like, is he really breaking this late? Oh, we're doing this.
All right, we're gonna head over here and hop in the Legends car next.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to change some tires and
Oh,
take
thank
you
you
first,
so much.
take you first
That's
quick
great.
rip. Just stand by, I want you to hear it. So this
Go
is the
for it.
idle. Right, now I'll run away and come fly by you real quick.
You couldn't resist. Perfect.
All right, so we'll hop in here for a couple minutes with Vaughn, and then we'll get changed and head over to brunch with the NASCAR guys.
Sounds good.
If I die, I die.
What'd you think, boss? It was good. I like the sound. Yeah, it's good. It's really nice because it's linear, i.e. the faster you go, the louder it is, but it's not your typical gear noise. It's something nice. Yeah, I like that. It's very creative.
What's that?
It's very creative.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Let's see, with my helmet on, maybe.
I want to go feet first.
Oh, yeah?
I want to go feet first.
Just hold on to the roll cage there. See, you got it?
It's a whole other tool.
Yeah, exactly.
And this just basically, this throws the weight, right? So basically, you give a little bit. I look at, the way I explain it is a pendulum. So once you flick the car a bit, you pull this, it's kind of like a now button. Instead of waiting, it forces the car to rotate, then you just pick the throttle up. So I'm not a pro at all-wheel drive. I'm obviously a pro at rear-wheel drive, but I've learned all-wheel drive pretty well with this car. It's a lot of fun, and it gets going. I mean, you can go stupid fast.
That's what I was impressed with is once the car sits, of course you got a bump over there so it accentuates it, but it's just, out of the hole so quick.
And we're spinning tires.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we're pulling, a G with the tires spinning. You know what I mean?
Perfect. That's
So.
it. That's it. You
All
got
right,
it.
let's go change. We got to get to brunch.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Got me blocked off, guys. Yep. Go to 12 volt, boom, neutral, done.
You got fuse left? Temperature left?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the film of that. You guys are recording. I can't say what I want to really say. Be free, sir. Be free.
So basically, what you see here is exactly mirrored in the rear. So the car started as a Mach-E unibody. We obviously lopped it off of the front and the back to put this subframe in it. And so you can see the 3 motors right there. They're basically like 3.5 inches thick and about 18-20 inches round, and they just stack up like a rotary. So a direct drive straight to a quick change differential. And so there's 3 in the front, 4 in the back. And so the way that it works is there's a 800 volt battery that runs in between the axles. So if you duck down, you can see those are the batteries, right? So CG is like 2 inches off the ground. Yeah. It feels like a freaking go-kart.
Slot car.
Yeah, and the way it works is those batteries go directly to these. These are inverters. So these basically command the output to the motors. So it's 800 volts to the inverters, and the inverters go direct to the motor. So there's a stack of 3 right there that goes in the front, and a stack of 4 that goes in the rear. And so, I mean, everything's been done. Air on this thing, it's efficient for cooling, right? So this one heat exchanger, this is for the inverters, and that one's for the motors. So basically standard radiator fluid in here, and then a dielectric fluid in that one that runs through the motors to keep them cool. So all the aero is optimized for cooling, as well as it gets 2,300 pounds of downforce at 160 miles an hour. And this hood, another cool thing about this is flax. So it's an experimental material we're playing with. It grows out of the ground. Yeah. Flaxseed, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's got so the brake, so everything's electric, right? So we got a electronic braking system, which is what this is. So it's an electronic brake booster. What is this out of?
Production out of Explorer.
Production out of Explorer. And so that's fully tunable, fully adjustable, and then also has fully adjustable engine brake, motor braking, right? Regen. So when you lift off throttle, the motors can apply brake and they'll stop the car. Really? So basically, as you drive, you can set it up to drive with one pedal, where basically as you're on throttle and you pull off, it gives you brake, just like the production Mach-E.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. That's the transaxle there.
No, it's a differential.
The differential.
Yeah,
it's like a winner's quick change.
It's exactly what it is.
Really?
I mean, the thing's got 2,000 foot-pounds of torque. So we beat the crap out of these diffs in our drift cars, so we knew it would work and we knew it would hold up. And so, when you build a demonstrator like this, you need solid stuff because we're going to be trying so much stuff, so many things. So we knew this would hold up, and that's exactly what it is. So no trans, we just changed the final drive for what we're doing.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's quite the machine, man. It's
is there another one of those in the rear?
Exactly. What you see here, this whole package, is in the back.
Really?
It's a little harder for me to get the rear off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly this. This subframe, everything's in the back. So we made it all modular, right?
Yep.
Doing demonstrator stuff, you never know if you're getting a shunt. So this is all just easily changeable, right? We just lop the factory frame rails off, and hopefully we don't ever get back that far. But if we can stay up here in a shunt, we're in good shape. But it weighs 5,500 pounds, and it feels like how'd it feel when you drove it?
A little heavy, but not that heavy.
Right?
I mean, I drove it at 57 before, so I'm pretty close to 5,500 pounds.
It changes to me, it changed my perspective of weight.
Yeah.
Like I was like, 5,500 pounds is going to be a turd. It's not going to turn. But because the center of gravity, 1,500 of those pounds are 2 inches off the ground with the battery.
It doesn't. It rides heavy, but it doesn't drive heavy.
Right, there you go. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. And so it's been a lot of fun.
So what makes?
What do you mean on? I'm
cool?
sorry.
I seen you got bump stops there on the.
Yeah, we'll and we change them out if needed, depending upon what we're doing. Yeah.
Why cool with water than other?
So this is glycol. This is your standard radiator fluid. This does the inverters, and this is dielectric fluid. So this runs through the motors.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not water.
But why not cool with something else?
Well, dielectric fluid. That's what you run. It's non. It doesn't transmit current, so it can run through the motors.
Okay.
So that's specifically for
batteries.
electric vehicles. No, the batteries do not get cooled.
Oh, okay.
Batteries, we have a system that we were just prototyped in the shop, but we're going to start deploying it where we can cool the battery while the car's charging. So right now, that's the biggest thing.
Right? The batteries
But that
get
was
too
what we
hot.
had problems with across the street.
Yeah, so we run out of temperature before we run out of battery.
Yeah.
And so now, so when you charge a battery, you put heat in it. So if you went out and did an outing and then came in, put a charge on it, after that outing, say you're at 48, you put a charge on it, you're at 52, you can't really go back out and get any laps 52C. You really won't be able to get any laps. So now we'll be able to cool it while we're charging and then get that back.
Weren't we heating the batteries as they were discharging too?
Yes.
Was that the motor?
We have no issue with anything other than battery temp.
Right.
Motor temp, these fans barely ever even kick on because of how efficient the airflow is here.
And the batteries won't run hot for.
You
because
can't
they'll
run them hot.
explode, right?
Yeah, you have to. That's the thing. Batteries are extremely safe as long as you keep them in their box.
Yeah.
You get them out of their box, it's catastrophic.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like battery technology is the holdback. What's that?
And you're sitting on
And
it.
you're sitting on. They won't combust.
Oh, okay.
There's no
They'll
explosion
just
that
start to-
happens.
they'll just start to flame.
Yep,
and- yeah.
exactly. So you.
I've seen some videos of not a battery like this, but like cell phone batteries or computer batteries start to catch fire, and it starts out just puffing some smoke and some flame, and then it just.
Yeah, and that's 15 grams of a battery. There's 1,500 pounds of a battery. So it's a lot of power. I mean, this is just a very unique vehicle for learning and constant evolution, and then hopefully some of it should get back to production.
Gas shocks, the whole front opens, and then there's 400 pounds. Plus, it's got a drain hole, so you put your beverages in there, and it'll hold 400 pounds, which is great, and it's all lockable. And you got your power outlets here, this will run your house for 3 days. Everything in your house, so you could have a heck of a party here. But it's a workspace, so you can work up here, and the back is the same. Here's a plug, obviously. It'll go 300 miles on the charge. 0 to 60 is just about 4 seconds. That impressed the president a lot.
Yeah.
The lighting system at night is amazing. The whole truck can light up, and you control it from the screen, and the whole back lights up. You can have a huge party in the middle of the woods with all the lights in this thing. It's amazing. The light system is amazing at night. And then if you go back here, you got your work table, and then you'll see all the plugs over there. If you look on the tail, the side, all the plugs for everything you want, for your RV, whatever you want. You got all the plugs back here you need. Plus you got a 240 outlet.
Is that for a welder?
Huh?
You run a welder off that?
Yeah, for RV.
Okay.
A lot of people use it for various things. To use your work tools.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Just feedback.
That's good. So, anyways, it's a real. I mean, the weirdest thing is being in a full-size truck and it being completely silent
Yeah.
and going 0 to 60 that fast.
What about towing?
Towing is we're more than 10,000 pounds, but it does cut the distance a lot.
Yeah.
So it's more like 150 miles if
Gotcha.
you're towing that much.
Yeah.
But it'll tow a nice sized boat, no problem.
Yeah.
And most people aren't, going across the country with their boat. So,
No.
so it's
Yeah,
great.
so functional.
I mean, for most people, and the weirdest thing that everyone was shocked at is the starting price is $39,000. So it's just basically the same as the ICE product.
Shoot.
The
That's awesome.
price really surprised me, and that's without the $7,500 you get from the government. So you get a tax rebate for the next 2 years for Ford for $7,500 in addition to that price. So it's pretty amazing. Thank you for the best morning, my life.
You got it, my man. Thank you,
very
buddy.
much.
Appreciate you. Keep up the good
That was
work.
all good.
Keep the vibes high around here.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Well, that was absolutely epic. Having the CEO of Ford and someone I consider a friend, Jim Farley, come out and experience the Mustang Mach-E 1400. When he literally said, "That just changed my life," I was mind blown. My jaw just dropped, because that's exactly what I said the first time I drove it. And to have him, you know, such a visionary, such a forward thinker, you know, be someone that, you know, I brainstormed with around this project 4 years ago, finally come out and experience it and validate everything I've been thinking, and most importantly, letting us know how proud he was that we were able to achieve this. It just was such an incredible moment. Kind of reminiscent to me of that moment that, you know, in Ford versus Ferrari, when, you know, the president of Ford came out and Carroll Shelby took him for a lap in the Cobra around that airstrip. It was just an unbelievable thing. You know, I'm not someone that looks for validation. I'm very confident in what we do and why we do it. But this was it was definitely a special moment for me. And, you know, riding with him, but by the way, Jim Farley is a damn driver. He was wheeling that thing through this course. It's just a parking lot course, but still some technical spots, some, you know, spots you had to be committed to get it right, and he figured it out real quick. And you know, he does drive a lot, and he's very talented behind the wheel. And then we jumped in. I took him out for some little all-wheel drive drifting, which was a lot of fun, and he was gave some huge compliments. He was very impressed and very surprised. He'd never done anything like that. He said, you know, he's a purebred through and through traditional racer, and I think I might have sparked a little interest to him to start getting a little crazy behind the wheel. So, oh wow, that was just incredible. I got to check out the F-150 Lightning, which Jim walked us around. We got to learn a bit about that. What an incredible, cool truck. Can pull over 10,000 pounds, 300-mile range. It obviously goes down a bit with towing. Can power your house for like 3 days on the charge. And just a really well thought out truck for not only commercial sector, but consumers like myself. And man, Ford is just doing some incredible things. Farley is going to lead us in doing incredible next level, I believe, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. Now I'm going to hop in the Ford Mustang RTR Series 1, powered by Ford Performance, do a little driving, and then we're going to go to the lab and create some marketing videos, and I will give you guys a walk around it when we get there. So, let's get to the action. What do you think, boys?
Right.
Let's do it. Yeah, Skip. Woo. All right, so I'm behind the wheel of the 2021 Ford Mustang RTR Series 1, powered by Ford Performance. So basically, this is a 2021 Mustang. All of the RTRs come on premium performance pack. So you can get it with a GT Premium or an EcoBoost Premium Performance Pack. One thing I love about the premium models is this dash and the entire interface and all the modes are really sick. So you got normal mode, sport mode, you got track mode, and then you got drag mode. So I'm not going to go through what each of them does. If you want to know, just check into it a bit more. But overall, the calibration changes for all of them. The vehicle dynamics, so the stability control changes with all of them. You know, how much yaw it allows you to get before it starts getting in for some safety cuts and things like that. So I really like the simple changing of the modes. It also changes the steering feel. You know, track's a little more stiff, sport's a bit stiffer, but normal's a little more comfortable to drive, you know, normal. It's also got a wet, slippery mode for the rain, so that really calms the throttle down. So it really makes it easy for, you know, novices and even someone like myself to just say, hey, I'm driving in these conditions, let's do that. And then you can get a bit more aggressive and dial in, you know, if you want to turn your advanced track off and things like that. But another thing I really love about the newest model Mustangs is the manuals have an automatic bliff shift. So right now, watch, you'll see I'm cruising in second gear, third gear. Now watch, I'm only gonna downshift pressing the clutch and watch the RPMs. So here I go, second, and now I'm gonna go to first. See how it blip shifts to automatically match the RPM based on the speed you're going. So when you let the clutch out, you're already there and there's no abrupt grab. So really, really cool feature of the new Mustangs. Ford is killing it. And the other thing on a hot day like today, I really like is these air-conditioned seats. Thank you for that, Ford. But yeah, Ford's just killing it on this, and I'm really pumped that we have this Mustang RTR powered by Ford Performance package out. All right, well, this thing has been a blast ripping it around here, the parking lot, Charlotte Motor Speedway. The track was closed today, and this is all we could get. So just having a little bit of fun. Now I'm gonna head back to the lab, do some talking head and walk around for some marketing videos, and I'll give you guys a full walk around of the car when we get there. Oh, the new Lightning. So we just made it back to the lab. Quite a lot of fun going on here right now. Well, teed up to go on. Most everyone's off today. We just had the event at CMS, and Owen's in here getting the hot rod ready to go to Jersey because we're doing an appearance at AutoZone with the demo car. I'm gonna do some burnout, so he's getting it ready. But I'll give you guys a walk around. But first, ooh, look at that hot rod. Woo! Look at that thing on the alignment rack, ready to party. Oh, damn, look at our pit box. The wrappy wrap, dude. Look at that. Dude, sick. Oh yeah, look at that thing. Sick. Yep, somebody killed it on doing that. Well done, Jess. Where'd that go? Oh, there we go. Look at this little nifty. Look at this, I gotta brag. Look, sorry about the camera, but look at this, I gotta brag on my guys. Little hiccup there, little getter guy there, and hold it down, hold it up. I mean, all right. So now, I'm gonna walk you guys around the Mustang RTR powered by Ford Performance. This is Series 1 because hopefully we'll end up doing a Series 2 and a Series 3. But a little walk around the exterior. So we've got the, obviously, RTR graphics package. So hood stripe, stripes down the side. Then we've got our rocker splitters, RTR badge. We've got our wheels. I'm gonna turn this on, show you guys this. Boom. We've got the RTR rear diffuser, the rear deck lid applique with the RTR powered by Ford Performance badging, RTR gurney flap, and you can see puddle lamps. So these are lights that are right about there. Let's see if I can do this with my hand. Yep, see? Got the whole RTR in my hand. And so, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we got, of course, our grill lights and our grill, our chin, And then moving on to the interior, we've got RTR floor mats. We've got these light up sill plates, which you can change any color you want. Series 1 RTR powered by Ford Performance. RTR shift knob. And then every vehicle comes badged and serialized. This is the first 2021 prototype of this. 500 total units of this series, and there's only about 200 left, so they're just about to get re-released for this model. They had to go through engineering. Now you'll notice the car sits a little bit lower. So this, instead of using our suspension, it uses Ford Performance's track suspension. And it's really, really good suspension. It comes with adjustable front and rear sway bars that you can dial in the balance. So if you want a little more, oversteer balance while you're road racing or of course drifting, you can do that. If you want some understeer, or you can dial in a pretty good neutral balance with sway bars and adjusting tire pressures. The dampers are not adjustable, whereas our standard Spec 2 cars come with adjustable dampers on them. I really love this car. This is a collaboration with Ford Performance. That's why there are some Ford Performance parts on there and some RTR parts. This vehicle is distributed by Ford through Ford accessory dealers, and it's dealer installed, whereas our traditional RTR packages are distributed by us. We go out, knock on the door, get them to take our package and sell it. So very cool. Kind of like one of my dreams. Like, this is my first vehicle collaboration with Ford that's available through Ford. So hopefully the first of many. So yeah, we're gonna get to that. But I hope you guys had some fun with us today. And I look forward to seeing you next time, my friends. Until then, whoa!